Hi, welcome to How Nintendo Ruined the Mario Kart Community. My name is Log, and today I'll take you through a journey of the Mario Kart. If you can't tell, I'm a bit sick, so this might affect my recording a bit. But to start off, Mario Kart 64, one of the best games. Everyone just used to speedrun this. Speedrunning this was will cause many things to happen. As you can see, it's not exactly the best gameplay, but it really does demonstrate how everything works out the way it does. Mario Kart 64, first introduced by Nintendo, was one of their biggest hits. As some of the famous speedrunners such as Abney317, link in the description below. He is probably one of the best speedrunners of the game, and he definitely knows how to play it. So basically, Nintendo created so many broken things in this game. It was just enjoyable to play because everything's so broken. You can't go wrong with anything. Sure, it's frustrating. Hey, I can't pull the shortcut off, I suck, sort of thing. But it really doesn't mean much, to be honest. Because Nintendo just made a really fun, playable game that almost everyone can enjoy within this community. To go on to our next subject, for overall, Mario Kart 64 was an innovation in time where a lot of players just combined together just to play this game. This game was just one of the biggest things for this time frame. Now, why was this game so enjoyable? This game was so enjoyable because watching the clip, you can just see how much fun it is to play it. Sure, the controls might be a little bit stiff and it might be a bit harder to play than the games now, like Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 4. But we'll cover why those have ruined it later. But this is the best games overall Nintendo made. It's a shame that many of these games can continue to be going on to their greatness, but they still have a gathering today. If you look up on speedrun.com, look up Mario Kart 64, I'm sure you're gonna find so many speedruns in like the past month. That's how active this community is, and that's how much enjoyment people can get out of this. For including the broken glitches and stuff, they give more speedrunners or like a different category to discover, or just newbies trying to get a world record. Many of us did back when we were 4 or 5 years of age, trying to get the world record, just grinding our little hearts out, just hoping we could do it. That's the magic that Nintendo created within this game. But this game captured one of the best followings I've ever seen. There's many interesting parts about the game, but now we'll move to Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii, one of the biggest hits on the Wii. Tied as number 2, number 1 being Wii Sports. Mario Kart Wii was a pinnacle of the time they first introduced bikes. These bikes totally changed the game script of this. There are many broken shortcuts, there's been a modding community, and everyone still plays this time to time, going for world records, even just trying to collab with other people, hoping they do well. We've also introduced a new part, custom tracks. It's where we were able to hack into the game code and create a new set of tracks. I'll link Mr. Bean's video description of custom tracks in the description below. But this, as you can see, this world record was made in 2019. As it being almost 2020 now, there are so many improvements to be made on this. And here's a custom track, Nightlife Party, one of the biggest custom track hits. There's so many ways you can optimize your runs in Mario Kart Wii. There's so many ways to play. We can still play online. There's competitive play. There's battle mode. You can still play. You can play custom tracks. You can hack your speed. You can hack items. It's just so broken and so much of a great community. Everyone's really nice in this community. You'll find a lot of great faces and good friends in this community like I did. So, covering that, CGGP is the one thing that made this. CGGP was released in 2011, made by Mr. Bean 3500, 35,000 VR, and Chatters. Both from the UK, they were looking for a new way to play Mario Kart Wii because practicing the same old 32 Nintendo tracks was getting sort of boring. And knowing that the Wii would probably shut down soon, anticipating the release of the Wii U, that's what caused them to create CGDP. They teamed up with Weamify creators, also known as Weam from Germany, who created a new way to play online games, such as Super Smash Bros. Brawl. You could play these games even though the Wii wasn't connected to the internet anymore since Nintendo shut down those lines. That's basically what sums up Mario Kart Wii. Now we're going to move to Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8. Pretty fun game, right? Many things that they ruined a lot. They, first of all, ruined bikes. There's gliders in this game, there's a poo, the drifting mechanics are off, and it's just pain to play. I mean, there's outside drifting bikes, which isn't the most comfortable thing to play with, if you think about it, because you think you're gonna drift inside, like Mario Kart Wii mechanics, but the whole mechanics has changed up. I know most casual players are adapted to change, but as speedrunners and many other players, there's just a big change that just ruined this community. First, the double item boxes, that's pretty cool, but the hover mode, where you can hit another player and get a speed boost, they get a speed boost as well, so there's no point in that. There's no skill, it's just basically item luck within this game. This item luck just includes just red shells being able to jump and glide and hit you mid-air. You don't even fall from it. It just hits you, you spin out, and then you reactivate your glider. So it's just basically a game of luck within itself. There's hover mode once more, and it's just awful to watch. Lap 3, we can see some of the items that are useless within this game. The coin, the green shell, the banana, and the boo item. Super horn. There's so many useless items in this game. The super horn can dodge the blue shell. Right? There's so many other ways back in older games where you could dodge the blue shell throughout skill. Mario Kart Wii, you can go on a boost panel on the right time and you can dodge that blue shell. So that's just basically sums up how bad this game is. Then they added Deluxe. Deluxe is just even worse in my opinion, because we still have another, let's say, another money grab. DLC is basically required if you want to play like competitive or anything like that because they always play DLC tracks. If you want to link to these competitives, I'll link their Discords below. There's a Mario Kart Wii competitive, Mario Kart 8 competitive. There's not yet a Mario Kart Tour competitive, but I'm sure once they release online multiplayer, there's going to be more competitive. I mean, there's 200cc, which is nice and all because it's a bit of a relax thing from like always playing in tryhard 150cc rooms, but those rooms just still don't make sense. The outside drifting bikes just ruin the whole bike mechanic because bikes you're supposed to take tighter turns, and making those tighter turns you can optimize everything. Instead of using outside drifting bikes, you can't really turn that tight on there. There's less of a modding community within this, such as in Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii, you can add character textures, track textures. Do we get that in Mario Kart 8? No, we do not. That's why it's just such a bad game. The shock just kind of got minimized as well. There's no Thundercloud. Thundercloud was probably one of the best items in Mario Kart Wii because you can still pass it to another person. Sure, you might get unlucky and get one, but there's gotta be other ways to penalize a player instead of just having them free reign and get like hit by a red shell or a banana, if that matter. Overall, that's for Mario Kart 8. Here's the Mario Kart Tour, the epitome of all Mario Kart series games. Why is this game so bad? I mean, it's free and mobile, right? If it's free, you are the product. They already know how to target you since you have to sign up with like a Nintendo account, and that's where you're gonna get all the spam emails from there. But that's not really part of how that's gonna get down. So, Mario Kart Tour drifting mechanic is really bad. It's just, how do you even drift? I mean, drifting is a bit easier in this game because you just have to move your thumb, and that's the only way you can turn. Where are the wheelies? Where are the bikes? Where are the item usages? Where's the hard part in this game? Because there's nothing hard in this game. Frenzy mode. You just base that off of item lock on how you can win by getting frenzy mode. Like, back when I played this game, there's competitive mode. Not competitive mode, but back when you would play different modes and stuff, but it's just an awful game. Awful game mechanics just got created. Like the drift, it's a pay-to-win game. No one likes pay-to-win games. Pay-to-win is the worst amount of games overall. I have no idea why anyone would want to play a pay-to-win game, because this game requires you, if you want to do good and get on 5-star maps, you have to buy vehicles with gems if you want a chance. Sure, you can save up for like 5 weeks, but that might not even be in the shop anymore, because there's no way to get coins in this game except for Coin Frenzy, but you can barely get any coins from that because you have to pay for it with gems, and gems are really hard to get in this game. As you can see, this man is using Dry Bowser. Dry Bowser is a ultra rare card in this game. Dry Bowser is one of the hardest ones to get because you have to buy him. There's so many things you have to buy in this game just to do good. There's smart steering. I think Nintendo thinks we're idiots because we have to use all these new game mechanics, but there's so many skilled players that could do so much more than just being given with the Nintendo Basics. Overall, this ruined the Mario Kart community. I would like to see how Nintendo would fix all their mistakes. Because one, there's 3 reasons why Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Wii were good. 1, the amount of glitches were in this game. They've polished every single thing now. Back in Mario Kart 8, you can play Mushroom Gorge. Mario Kart Wii, you can do a gap jump. I'll showcase that gap jump in a bit. Grumble Volcano, you can do a rock hop. Also showcased in the description. There's so many things you can do in Mario Kart 8. Look at Mario Kart Wii. Look at Mario Kart 8, and you see none of that. If you try to go for a gap jump, any skill required, Nintendo just wipes that out, and that's why Nintendo just ruined that community so hard. Well, thank you for watching this rant. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more things like these. See ya.